Headhunters spend their day canvassing industries, looking to fill positions with the right talent. So imagine getting a phone call from a headhunter, and the headhunter says, I've got the perfect job for you. And you say, well, what is it? And they say, well, this is a job using your verbal skills and only your verbal skills. And say, okay, I'm curious. Say, well, yeah, we know that you're great. You're really a great people person, and you'll do a great job at this because you speak very well. So, okay, tell me more. Curious, what's the job? What does the job entail? They say, well, all you do all day is just curse people. What? Imagine? Would any of us take such a job? A negative life, constantly looking for the bad in others and cursing them and wishing bad upon people? Bilam ben Beor was recruited and hired by Balak, the king of Moab, to curse the Jewish people. And so he tries. He tries to curse the Jewish people several times, and each time Hashem turns his curse into a bracha, into a blessing of the Jewish people. And the last time that Bilam is about to try to curse the Jewish people, he identifies himself, he calls himself as the man with the open eye. Shesum ha'ayin, the man who has a shesum ha'ayin, an open eye. The Gemara in Sanhedrin says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan that what we learn from this pasuk is that Bilam was actually blind in one eye. So Reb Mordechai Menishchis wonders, Zecher Tzadik Levarcha wonders, did Rabbi Yochanan mean that Bilam was actually physically blind in one eye, or perhaps he meant something else? And he suggests that, of course, we have two eyes, Baruch Hashem. And with our two eyes, we are to see with one eye the greatness and the glory of Hashem, and with the other eye, we are to see our insignificance in comparison. At the same time, if we're able to see our insignificance in comparison to Hashem, if we're able to have humility, then we're able to be successful when it comes to our interactions with other people, with the world around us. Bilam only had one eye, in that Bilam recognized that Hashem runs the world. In fact, he was trying to find the right time when Hashem would get angry so that he would be able to curse the Jewish people. He recognized when Hashem came to him in a dream and said, don't go. He understood that Hashem existed. He was a prophet. However, Bilam was not able to see in the other eye. He was not able to see his insignificance in comparison to Hashem, and he was not able to be humble. And because he wasn't able to be humble, he wasn't successful in doing what he tried to do. He went from job to job. He was never able to make a success out of himself because he was such a negative person. Because all he ended up doing was cursing people. And so as a result, Bilam ends up losing any chance that he had in making something of himself as a person and being successful in his life, in this world, and with his name. It is only through the power of Hashem that his curses are turned into brachos, almost to teach us that if he had the humility, then perhaps he would have been able to give the brachos himself. But because he didn't, Hashem showed dominance and power over him to show him who was really the boss of everything. What a reminder for us in our lives, as much as we think we are in control, to remember the greatness of Hashem with one eye, and to remember the humility, to see the humility that we must have as individuals if we want to be successful in relevance and connection to the greatness of Hashem. And if we see ourselves in a more humble way, then we have a greater appreciation not only of the greatness of Hashem, but the greatness of other people, the greatness of the rest of mankind. And in doing so, we will be zoche, we will merit to receive the brachos, the blessings of Hashem, that He will bestow upon us in our lives. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.